Hi guys, this is me, Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA, in my new shirt, one of my new t-shirts that are monogrammed. A viewer did that for me. These are Fruit of the Loom, not V-neck, but these are okay, don't bother me. But anyway, it's 3:19 p.m. on May the 7th, 2017, 88 degrees outside, perfectly clear and dry. Typical Texas day. But anyway, I had a comment related to my healthy diet video. Had a lot of them actually, but this one this one interested me, so I thought I'd just do a short video because maybe some of you have the same questions. But anyway, it says, wow, what a simple but good diet. Do you heat up your bean supper? Yes. And sometimes I will melt some cheese in it, just a small chunk of cheese in it to add a little pizzazz. What do you do camping? Okay, camping, of course, for breakfast is pretty much the same. Not much change there. Only thing is, since I can't, if I can find mangoes, I'll get them. If I can't, I'll get something else. I've even used apples, but you know, bananas. I don't like to eat bananas all that much. But anyway, but I do. But I can find blueberries, you know, the little boxes, you know, the fresh produce stuff. If they have the frozen, I'll get them and just put them in the ice chest and then use them because they'll stay good. Even the ones in the produce department in the little plastic boxes, they'll stay good in the cooler for 4 or 5 days. And so I still go ahead and do the blueberries, the oatmeal, mangoes if I can find them, or some substitute if I can find it for breakfast. And I still do the chia seeds, I still do the flax seeds, all that. Breakfast stays the same. Do you heat up your breakfast? No. And dinner. Dinner, it depends on what I'm fixing. You know, if I just fix a sandwich, I'm not worried about heating it, and that's at home or on the road. Salads, I don't worry about, of course, heating that, and that's the same on the road. So, you know, the things that I might heat, if I don't know what it would be actually. You know, if I have some left, I never heat anything when I'm on the road, I have to tell you, except in the evenings. Sometimes I may heat up some water to take a shower. Anyway, it says, well, let's go on here. It says, do you heat up your breakfast? No, I don't. And dinner? No, I don't. I do have an eTexity one burner little thing that backpackers use, and I use that for my heater to heat water or whatever I want to heat up. It says, I think you save the subscribers money on groceries if they do the Rusty diet. Well, I don't recommend this diet for anybody but me. And doctor bills, you know, well, that's true. I haven't been to a medical doctor or a GP, and I can't tell you how long. It's been, I went in for a blood workup about 10 years ago, or in that range, and that's all. Other than that, probably 20 years. I don't go to them. I mean, if I had a bacterial infection or I broke a bone or something like that, sure I would. I'm not that parent, I'm not that goofy. Do you put dressing on your salad? Not commercial dressing, no. What I do is I just buy that cheap old vinegar at the grocery store. You can get a little bottle of it for $1 or so, and it's 5% acidity. And then I get some extra virgin organic olive oil, and that is mixed with the so it's vinegar and olive oil that I just kind of mix up, or I pour it on there and then I just mix the stuff up. And I like the way it tastes, and I like it. I put a little pepper on it too if I have some. How much green tea do you drink? I drink one glass a day, probably 10 ounces of green. It's a decaffeinated green tea. It comes in little bags, and you know, you pour the hot water over it and let it sit for a while. When I'm camping, I get some decaffeinated instant green tea, and I don't like. It's okay. You know, I put a little honey in it, and it's okay. I'm not sure how good it is for you, but at least it gives me my tea on the road, because I try to maintain the status quo when I'm on the road. And the only thing that's really the enjoyable changes is the climate, the topography, and the people, and the other flavors that you run into when you're traveling. Uh, but anyway, other than that, what do you got here? I know you have a few beers. How much per day? It pretty consistently 4 beers, 4 12-ounce cans a day, and that's it. Because believe me, years ago it was much more than that. 15 or 20 years ago, uh, probably a lot more. I don't know, but yeah, about 4 a day, and sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. Rarely do if it's really like if I'm out camping somewhere and it's a beautiful evening, and I'm really into it, I'll go to 5. Yeah, but not often. That's rare. It says, I'm not being nosy. I just want to improve my diet. Well, again, all those are just individual choices, and how it works for you, I don't know. It's just so basic, and of course I'm single. I've been single for 30 years or more, and so I've learned to live by myself alone, and cook and clean and do all the stuff that you have to do to maintain a household. And I don't really like to spend a lot of time cooking, even though sometimes I will. I mean, sometimes I'll spend hours. I'll fix up I'll fix a roast. I've done that, not often, but occasionally. And I'll fix up enchiladas. I'll fix up tacos and stuff like that. But it's just simple. It's just kind of whatever I feel like doing at the moment. Like this evening, I'll probably have what I call them wraps, and all that is just a corn tortilla with some those organic refried beans, and I'll put some of that the ginger root on it, and a little cayenne pepper, a little hot sauce of some kind. I've got 2 kinds, and I may put a little of a little cheese. I'll split a cheese slice and put half on one. I'll get 2. I mean, I'll make 2. I'll put half on one, half on the other. I don't eat a lot of cheese, and then I'll put I'll cut an avocado right here. And the way to do an avocado, by the way, if you guys don't know, is to cut the end off, and then split them all the way around, and then cut them, and then peel them like a banana. You know what I mean? Don't dig the stuff out. Peel it like a banana, because that leaves all the iron that's right near the skin on the avocado that you're fixing to eat. And but anyway, no, I'll put a 1/4 of an avocado on each of my quote wraps, and I'll just roll it up and eat it while I'm reading a book and drinking about 6 ounces of wine. And I do that every day too, or try to. And even I do that when I'm traveling, because one thing good about red wines, you don't have to chill them. And of course, if you choose to chill it, it's your wine. You can do whatever you want to it, but it doesn't lose its flavor or taste if you serve it at room temperature, even if room temperature is 80 degrees. I have on the road and at home. If it's really a warm day, I might put an ice cube in it. Of course, I'm not, even though I've done wine and beer tasting events for several years, or did them for several years, I'm not a connoisseur of fine wines. What I found out is that the more expensive the wine, the bigger the fool. That's about all I saw, because I did some tastings on some wines that were right at $100 for the 750 milliliter bottles, and that's pretty damn expensive for old Dad here. And the only thing I noticed is the alcohol content is higher in the more expensive wines, and they do have, they're tasty. There's no doubt about that. And if you got into that, it could be a very expensive habit. But having said that, that goes along with how much beer I drink, I guess. And but yeah, and I do that every day. My body is looking forward to pretty much the same stuff every day. And do I eat out occasionally? Yeah, about once. I might eat out twice a month. Like today, I went by and got a piece of one chicken breast, fried chicken breast, and I cut it in half. And I had that with some okra. Now I know you'd think that was a great meal, but I put a little honey on it, on the chicken, and that was a meal. I had one slice of flaxseed bread. It's It's called, oh, I can't even remember the name. It's in the frozen food section of the grocery store. It's called Ezekiel bread. That's what it's called. It's about $5 a loaf, but a loaf will last me a month. I don't eat much bread either. But you know, corn tortillas. You know, corn tortilla has about 60 calories per tortilla. Now I don't eat flour tortillas. Many years ago I did. I don't now. I just eat the corn, and I just put put a little water on them and put them in the oven till they're soft and warm, and then I'll put some beans on it and all the ingredients that I just went over, and put that back in the oven while the oven's still warm, and that will warm the beans and stuff. And if I want to melt the cheese, then I'll warm the oven enough to start the cheese melting and then cut it off, and then it's good to go, guys. So anyway, yeah, I enjoy my diet. I do, and because the reason it works good for me is when I'm traveling or camping, it doesn't change, and it makes it simple. I mean, I don't have to worry about cooking. You know, a lot of people spend a lot of time cooking and cleaning up stuff, and all that equipment to do cooking with takes up space. You know, if you've got to have pots and pans, and I take one knife, one fork, one spoon. I've got one cup that holds a quart. It's a metal cup that holds a quart. I use that to heat water in for taking a shower, because I can heat that water really hot and pour it in a gallon container, and then add as much water as I want to for whatever type of shower I think I'm going to be taking. And as far as heating foods, I've made spaghetti on the road in that little 1 quart container. Spaghetti and other pastas, I've done that. And that works okay. I don't like to fool with that much, so I'd rather just make my beans and stuff. And I can heat the beans in that little container. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It just depends, because sometimes you can just take a can of refried beans and set them out in the direct sunlight, and within an hour or two, that can will be very warm, and whenever you take the ingredients out, it'll be okay. So anyway, I hope I haven't gone on too long with a simple question. You ask a few questions, you ask a short question, you got a very long answer. Anyway, Cullen did this right here, and I don't know who the guy from New York did that, but anyway, they're both great. Anyway, having said all that, for you guys that are interested in eating right, well, all I can tell you is the less you eat, the better you feel, and it's easy to eat healthy. Believe me, there is no secret to eating healthy, none at all. If you can't do a Google search and find out which foods are better for you than others, then I don't know what to say, man. All the information is there. It's just a matter of you taking time to do it. And you can go to Mayo Clinic, your very reliable source, and check out stuff there. But having said all that, I know that I've over-answered the question, but I did want to respond. So you guys have a good Sunday afternoon, and I'll post this video either today or tomorrow. And thumbs up, adios. Thumbs up, carpe diem, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Buy USA when you can. And drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day will not hurt you. You may pee like a racehorse. Somebody kind of got after me for being too politically correct. Pee like a racehorse or 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you'll feel a lot better. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do that several times a day. Why? Because it makes you feel better, and that's all. I mean, of course, it lowers your blood pressure. Lowering your stress lowers your blood pressure. Anyway, what else? Stretch, walk, keep your health. It's all about health, folks. I mean, you can do a lot of things in life, but if you spend more time taking care of your health than any other function, you're going to be a big winner. The reason is, when you're healthy, you're clear thinking. Your head is clear. When you've got a headache, you don't feel good. When you've eaten a big meal or stuffed yourself, you don't feel good. You want to lay down and take a nap. It's sensory overload. And so, all I can say is eat less. Eat small meals and take care of your health, and everything will work, because then when you feel good, everybody feels good around you. Right. Anyway, going camping on maybe next week. We'll see if I get everything organized and ready to go, and by the 15th I'll be going out and seeing if I turn into a baked potato. I think it's going to work. I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work okay. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Enjoy your day. Adios. Bye-bye.